Namaste, everyone. Welcome to this Tuesday meditation. Thank you, everyone who is joining live and contributing with your energy and participating in meditation. And it's lovely that you write where you're from. I feel it's, if you have a possibility to just say hello from where you're at, it is making it a nice experience that we are gathering here and now and live, and we're on different parts of the planet in different time zones, and it's nice to contribute with the place that we're in. As when we join in to a field like this, we are affecting not only our own consciousness and beingness, but everything around it as well. And when you keep doing this, and when you have you return, that's why I keep this the same time every week. I usually talk about cycles, the power of going into the life cycles. There is a wisdom in that, and there is a benefit of returning the same day, the same time, in all kinds of things. So in this time, this hour we have together, it is free for all. You don't have to register. You don't have to belong to any particular tradition or religion or spiritual path or whatnot. You can just join in. And this is meant for you. So it's a time that you can set aside for yourself. Of course, I do leave it up under the live section in my channel. You can always return to it, and I'm happy to do so. And you can, if you found some of the meditations beneficial, you're welcome to check out the replay. But it's always very special to go live and to connect with you, and I always read your messages afterwards, connecting deeper with you. And like I shared last week, every week I usually share something the first 15 minutes or so, just something that usually it's a theme I have, something that has been working in my consciousness and that I feel I want to share, and maybe it can help you as well. So the thing that I've been contemplating on, what is meditation and what is the purpose, why we do this. Like many of you have been doing meditation for so many years, isn't it? I mean, I've did sit-down meditation for 20 years before I came into Oneness. And so meditation has been such a big part of my life. And contemplating this week, what is meditation? We'll go a little bit into that. There's a second thing that that is really making a profound impact and realization. And anything that is our truth, it's always simple, and it can be said and heard many times, and each time you might get a realization that affects your body somehow. And this happened to me this week. It has to do with almost like something hits you in the head or the heart, and you go, oh, like that. And I even grabbed my phone and I started recording what it was I wanted to share with myself. Like, I got to put this into words. And this goes hand in hand with the opposite of meditation, because meditation is stillness of just being with what is there. So there are so many meditations that can be helping us to be with what is there. And I always share Vipassana because it's my favorite meditation in the world. I have it recorded. If you want to partake of it on my website for free, you just download it. It's English sharing or guiding you. Of course, you can just sit down and do it. We usually do it here on Tuesdays. I don't know what we're going to do today. I have some ideas. But the thing that just hit me this week, I work as a therapist, a craniosacral therapist, also here in Helsingborg, and I also have online sessions as I learned the quantum physics and how to give these treatments online on distance. And it's quite exciting to partake of it, to see what can happen. What hit me this week was walking back from every client I have, every treatment, every meeting. It has a profound effect on the whole body, mind, consciousness. That's what's happening. We become a part of that quantum field. If we are in person or if we are online, it's the same thing. We just interconnect and something is happening. And the realization was about relationships and what is happening to us when we connect with another. And that is not only as a therapist client or someone that you're close to, but it could also be like a leader, maybe a spiritual master, or could be someone that you respect or you follow and you feel elevated by. And I just came into an awareness of what is happening in the body, and also guiding this person in a relationship. And see, to put words on it, but I'm sure going to try, because I got my 15 minutes to speak. So I pray to put it into words, because something is happening in our body as well, in the cells of our body, as we are engaging with another. And if you look at yourself, if you sit in a room by yourself and you start becoming aware, like we're going to do in meditation, you start seeing that you are not a one single digit person there. You are many different qualities, and you could say you're like a symphony of different tones. Like you go and listen to an accord is being played, or a symphony. There are many different aspects of us, and that is being played. So whoever you are, you have that tone or that frequency in you. And when you meet somebody or something, for that matter, you are in a new environment or you connect with someone, let's say that, then that person or that being also has their own consciousness, their own awareness, and their own stories, and they are their symphony. So what happens when the symphony of you meet another symphony? There is a third thing that is happening that affects every cell of our body. It can have a tremendous healing effect. So it's not necessarily, or very little, has to do with what you actually say to the other. Though the words coming out has their own frequency, of course, their own vibration or experience as you hear them. But there is something that is happening, just you showing up the way you are, right? Just you coming into a room and there is someone else there. Something is already happening that is affecting both of you. And the one that is connected with the heart as well, you are connected with the oneness field. If you have moved into the journey of awakening, you can be on different experience of this awakening. But if you have a connection to your own higher sacred self, the divine inside you, you will immediately have an effect on the other person. That's happened in my own life. I look back in my own life from the first meeting of uh, the Siddha Guru, even though he was not even alive, there was just a picture of him. And I thought these people must be crazy. They're sitting there. I was just very young, and I got introduced to this thing called the Sri Murti. I didn't know. But there's obviously something happening there. So I explored this path of awareness and silence, and that's enough, just you being you. And then it takes me to, do I have more time? Yes. I made a deal with myself, 15-minute talk. Then we'll go ahead. All right. So the most important relationship that I have come up with is by far, with no comparison, the relationship we have with our divine, with that presence, our personal connection to our divine. And if we take that serious, not just like, wouldn't that be nice? Some kind of philosophy. No, I mean a real, like really exploring that for oneself is the best thing you could ever invest your energy in. So if you say, I don't have time in the morning, well, set the clock a little earlier. It's worth it to invest a little time in exploring that relationship. And you can have what is called a Sri Murti, that is an image of a higher consciousness, an enlightened being, master, or a picture of a phenomenon that has happened. It is a portal into that divine. You can relate to that every morning. You can talk to it like a being, like we're talking now. You feeling a connectedness. That's how you talk. That's how I talk. I get up very early every morning. And I have something called, in Swedish, it's called andlig spis. That is called spiritual nourishment, I guess. I have to have my chants, my mantras from the divine, because I have like being fed every morning. It's like I refuse to have a day without first having my breakfast with my divine. It's like going into my sacred room, and my way of relating, because it's different for each one, is by sacred mantras. So that is an ancient language of Sanskrit that I have learned and practiced and sung for, I don't know, 40 years or something. So it's part of my beingness, and I could probably be happy just speaking that all the time. It's different aspects of the divine. And as you start singing it or practicing it, or even thinking it or whispering it, these qualities, these vibrations start resonating with your body. So that when you then go out in your life, you meet somebody, you have that symphony going, then, something happened in that meeting, in that relationship. So that's my insight. And that experience came also with an immense gratitude, so powerful that I thought the heavens were gonna open up, because I was outside when it happened, and it just hit me like a brick. Of course, I have heard and known and experienced that before, but this time it came also with the full liberation of just be yourself. And if people could just experience that you could just be yourself, you are enough as you are. If you can be aware of who you are, your life would be such a joy, such a happiness. You would be such a source of happiness for others. There's a tremendous intelligence in our universe that you don't even have to use the mind unless it's absolutely necessary. You could be in doing the most strange thing that you have to do, and all of a sudden you just relax. You just have this feel, everything's just being done through you. So it's not like you are doing anything. And this is the most natural way for us to be. So let's go into meditation, and whatever, if that was any help for you or gave you some kind of insight, let's take it inside to see what happens. So you can just close your eyes and we explore together this power of meditation and what this actually is, how it can help us and benefit us. So if you close your eyes and just relax your body, allow your body to relax. And you could maybe even have a vision that you're doing this every morning. This does not have to take a long time, but it could be the most valuable investment you do for the day. So relax your feet, your legs, connect with the physical body, allow it to be relaxed. Your pelvic region, your hips, relax. Your whole back and spine, relax. Your belly, your whole stomach, allow it to relax. Your chest and shoulders, relax. Your arms and hands and fingers, relax. Your neck and throat, relax. Your whole head, feel the top of your head. Isn't it nice to just feel, be aware of the top of your head? This tremendous field that we are all the time in. And you can imagine energy both coming out of the top of your head and coming in. It's in a closed cycle, and it's like a coming up as a fountain up through your head and extending out, maybe an arm's length up, then an arm's length. It goes out on the sides, and it goes all the way around your body, down under your feet, about an arm's length, and there it enters the body again. So it's like a never-ending fountain of energy that you're always immersed in. That is also your protection field. And you can generate this field. You can ask for it to be aware of this field. It's always there. Of course, it can be pushed a little bit here and there by different experiences. But if you are in tune with this field, at least in the morning or whenever you want to sit down for a vipassana or a meditation, however you want to do it, just be aware that the top of your head is quite a place to put your focus on. So much is happening there. You are also connecting into other dimension and to these energy fields coming into the planet right now. So just dip your head into this field of yours. It's natural for you to be aware of this. It's always there, but we're maybe not aware of it. So allow your body to feel the completeness of this field. You can maybe even vision it or feel it, that it's always happening and you are in this field. It's kind of like a vehicle that you can move in time and space without at all being strange. It's just more natural way of being in awareness of this field. So, of course, you can now put a focus on in your heart, because it seems to be springing out of the heart. It goes up and then down under your feet and comes up again, and just touch base with the heart. And from the heart is where we most easily connect to our higher sacred self. the God within, divine within, however you relate to it. This is your most important relationship. You want to put a little focus here. Every morning you want to touch base and say, be with me. I love you so much. Just be with me. Thank you for generating my field. Thank you for protecting me. Thank you for being with me, for making this beautiful symphony of what my expression is in this incarnation and what I'm here to do, to complete my goal, my mission and vision, this purpose of my incarnation. Take me there. Let me be a vehicle for your love, for your passion, your intelligence, your kindness, your forgiveness, and your presence. If you ask like that, very simple, you will see miracles starts happening in your day. Whoever you're around, maybe somebody is saying or doing something that irritates you. If you have activated this field around you, you will have the most intelligent things to say that even surprise you yourself. Even on the telephone, doing some practical phone call with somebody, and all of a sudden magic happens, and it is always to your favor. So connect into that personal connection to your divine and see yourself connecting every morning and how you benefit from it in all kinds of ways that you never thought was possible. Life becomes like an adventure. Anything can happen at any time. Who knows what's going to happen? This can be your life. You don't have to wait until you leave this body and go into the light and to visit other dimensional beings and so forth. You can absolutely live a fantastic life here. You don't have to wait for this world to awaken and to be happy around you. You can be super happy, content with beingness. And this is the goal, and the actual meditation is that in itself. There is nothing else. Being aware of what is there. So, before we go any further, just keep your energy, your focus in your heart. If you want, you can put your hands over your heart and have that sacred connection to your heart. And you will receive a sacred mantra to help connect into that power of grace. Om Shrim Sarvadeva Param Karuna Param Jyot Ye Namaha. Om Shrim Sarvadeva Param Karuna Param Jyot Ye Namaha. Om Shrim Sarvadeva Param Karuna Param Jyot Ye Namaha. Om Shrim Sarvadeva Param Karuna Param Jyot 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 Namaha. Om. Stay with your eyes closed and be with what is happening for you. Ask that great compassionate light, your personal connection to your divine. Ask that presence to be with you in a way that is close to your nature. And ask it to be with you every day, that it generates the field around you, inside you and around you, that it's always there with you. And once you connect with that presence, then you are free to say anything that you want to talk to your divine about. What is happening in the day? Maybe you want to share your plan. Like, I'm going to do this today. Be with me, bless everyone I meet. Just be present with me. To have that relationship, like the mantras Nara Narayana, where the individual soul and the all that is are two ends of the same string, two ends of the same reality. But it's easier for us as human beings incarnating to have a relationship with the divine in that manner, to allow the individual soul to be made like an instrument, to allow the divine to play through it, create your perfect symphony, your tune. So you can ask anything you want to ask your divine. Could be anything, maybe something else. But be in touch with your heart and allow it to be there in your awareness. And we pray for that power of grace to descend into everyone here. So see the top of your head being filled with golden light, golden orbs just entering from the top of your head, just spreading through the whole body, every cell of your body, just filling with this divine light, and how it is also extending outside in this field around you, and how it generates itself like an eternal being you are. Allow yourself to come into that experience in a way that's natural for you to experience that. Sahana Bhavatu, Sahano Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Sahana Bhavatu, Sahano Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Sahana Bhavatu, Sahano Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanna Mitra Shammaruna Shanna Bhavatvariyama Shanna Indru Vraspati Shanna Vishnu Rurukrama Namo Brahmane Namaste Vayu Tvameva Prataksham Brahmasi Tvameva Prataksham Brahma Varishyami Ritam Varishyami Satyam Varishyami Tanmam Avatu Tatvaktaram Avatu Avatu Mam Avatu Vaktaram. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Shukharam Jyoti Amma Bhagavana Nagravit. Shukharam Jyoti Amma Bhagavana Nagravit. Nagravit. Great compassionate light. Amma Bhagavana. Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. Please bless us all. Bless us to have an experience of awakening into our divine essence, that part which never is born and never dies. It is a journey of discovery. And each one of us discover this journey as we go along in the cycle of life. Benefit from that the sun goes up every morning. And the clock is showing 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. or 4 a.m. whatever time you want to get up. And there's your chance. You have a chance. You have an opportunity to sit and just be with that. All you need is an intention for it. To allow your body to be in that field. You can play music. You can play a guided meditation. You can set aside for as long time as you want. It is personal to you. But you will discover that all the relationships you have in your life will flower into this love that is happening in the morning. You feel you have come home inside you. And people start feeling really comfortable around you. And even people who are not comfortable, you feel comfortable around them. And your essence will shine through. Even if somebody was to be a sour, I don't know what you call them, a sauerkraut. Maybe that's just how they express their tune for the day. Their symphony is like that. It can be experienced, and you will have a natural response from your heart. Maybe something kind will come to that person, or maybe something else. Maybe silence will come. Allow it to come, to arise from your heart. It's a practice. You work yourself into that relationship with your divine. Now, you can stay with your eyes closed if you wish. If you feel like you're going to sleep or you're like dozing off, you're welcome to open your eyes as well. You do what is best for you. And we're going to go into a teaching to allow it to be contemplated, a time for reflection. So every day you could do this as well. There are lots of teachings, and oneness teachings, there are plenty of, and they're meant for us to contemplate, reflect upon our lives. It helps once you do have a shift, a neurobiological shift of the brain. When your life change, it can be quite a dramatic change. And if you have been studying, or you can rather say contemplating on these teachings, it's very helpful for the brain, the neurons in the brain, the heart of the brain, your body. You go, this is like that teaching. Where opposite exists, there is oneness. Things like that. Because you will be perplexed maybe that how beautiful life can be when opposite exists. And that you don't have to take a position. It's quite magic. When the charges, the emotional charges that you were guided to live your life by, when those charges are not there anymore, when there's harmony and beauty, and you see things that you've never seen before, you didn't pay attention. There were some birds there. And look at the sky. And look at that person. It's magic. But we're gonna pick a teaching today. That wasn't the one I had in mind, but it seemed to want to come. Okay, so the teaching for today that wants to be with us in this field, in this Tuesday, today. I will say it in English and then in Swedish. And as you hear this teaching, you just allow it to come in wherever you're at with this. Stillness of energy is meditation. Stillness of energy is meditation. Stillheten av energi är meditation. Stillheten av energi är meditation. You can breathe in through your nose and slow down the breathing out from your nose at your own pace. And whenever a thought or an emotion arises within you, if you are still with that, it takes its own path. Nothing ever stays. Everything is moving like a river. It just keeps moving. Everything is like that. Be still with what is there. That is meditation. Like you're watching a river, things might float on it. You don't mind that. Allow it. And as you're sitting by the river, see your field is expanding. That energy coming from top of your head, filling your whole body, going around your whole body, and see how it is expanding out. Allow it to move out all around you, beyond time and space. Allow yourself to experience whatever is happening in you. When there's no resistance to anything, an expansion takes place. And you can sit and be in this field every morning and fill your vehicle with that grace of the divine. When you are filled with divine grace, then anything that comes into your field, as you have expanded out, it becomes transformed by that power of grace. So allow your consciousness to be with whatever is there for you. And any relationship that you might be struggling with, see how your body and your field is being affected by that other person, just notice it, be aware of it. When we become aware of it, it becomes interesting to see your field. It responds from the actual awareness, the observation of it. Something starts happening. When we don't tamper with it, we don't try to change it, we are just seeing something is happening with my whole body system field around this person, and allow that to take place. And as you have the power of grace activated in you, just allow that to take place. The field of no resistance. A mere contemplation of another person as you sit and close your eyes can have a profound effect. If you think of any person, you keep them in your heart, something is happening in you. If you pull in a person that you really love, admire, and feel great around, or if it's somebody that you're struggling with, just take a few moments and see this phenomenon, how we affect each other. And what power you have within you. And see how you ultimately are taken into this experience that you could be around anyone and you will not lose that relationship, that connectedness with your divine. That will be your experience once you are anchored into your divine. Allow that relationship to deepen and infiltrate every other relationship in your life. That you start to experience the divine through them as well. It is like you fall in love with everyone in your life because it is that one in a very real sense. Just allow yourself to explore and discover that in your own way. Ameva Mama Sharanam Ameva Mama Sharanam Ameva Mama Sharanam Amasvamina Anvanajani Bhagavan Swamina Anvanajani Tvameva Mama Sharanam Tvameva Mama Sharanam Tvameva Mama Sharanam Sachitananda Parabrahma Purushottama Sachitananda Parabrahma Purushottama Paramatma Shri Amma Bhagavan Paramatma Shri Kalki Amma Bhagavan Tvameva Mama Sharanam Tvameva Mama Sharanam Tvameva Mama Sharanam Mama Sharanam Mama Sharanam. Shikaram Jyoti Anakarahi, this great compassionate light that dwells within in the form that is most natural for us to experience it. Thank you for blessing us all with that connectedness, that real relationship that brings us into that ultimate liberation of the clutches of the mind, to no longer have to live the life dictated by the mind, the thoughts that has been built up for thousands of years, that humanity is enslaved in. The mind is there. It's a beautiful tool when we need it. We're not here to lose our minds, but we in no way need to have thoughts, thinking, worry, negative energies. We are not made for that. It's some kind of defect in the program. And the liberation from those negative aspects springs from within our field, connecting to that power of grace, that meditation that is stillness of energy, to not be running away from anything, but have the courage to be with whatever is there. That power of grace will move it. And give gratitude that you have such a power inside your heart that you can connect with at any time. The most important relationship that actually directly affects every other relationship, and that you can go to this relationship every morning and ask for anything, and that which we call prayer is a very practical thing that we can do. So Go to your divine and ask now for any prayer that you have that you want to ask your divine for. A prayer is always heard by the divine. A prayer is like water coming from the streams, the rivers, or the rain. It eventually all comes down into the ocean of love, the ocean of the divine. Your prayers are always heard. Sometimes it just takes a little longer, sometimes they go fast. So, any prayer now, see it as if it's already happened. Whatever you're praying for, see the result. See it as if it's happening now. Akasha Patitam Doyam Yata Gacchati Sagaram Sarvadeva Namaskaram Keshavam Pratigacchati Akasha Patitam Doyam Yata Gacchati Sagaram Sarvadeva Namaskaram Keshavam Pratigacchati Akasha Patitam Doyam Yata Gacchati Sagaram Sarvadeva Namaskaram Keshavam Pratigacchati Keshavam Pratigacchati Keshavam Pratigacchati Om. Give gratitude to your divine for receiving your prayers. Your prayers are heard. Give gratitude. Feel the joy, the love for your divine. Feel the connectedness and return to it. Every day is a new opportunity. This is the best thing you can ever do in your life. This is the best thing. You create a happy life in a very real way. It's the best thing you can do. And when you feel complete in your gratitude, you take a deep breath and you open your eyes in your own time. Or if you want to stay and just be where you're at, you don't have to. You don't have to open your eyes. If you have nothing else to do, you can just stay and be with that. But we have come to the end of this broadcast this week. And you're always welcome to listen to it again. And I would be so happy if you join me again next Tuesday, same time, same channel. And if you press subscribe, prenumerera, and the bell icon, then you will get a notification from YouTube when we start, so you won't miss it. But it's the same time. So I love you all so much. Thank you so much for joining in, and wishing you a happy week. And we see you next week. Thank you. Namaste. I will read your comments. So many emails and happy faces. Love you.